Tonight, the FAA is looking into a very close call near Tampa International Airport. On July 14th, a Southwest Airlines flight from Columbus was coming in for a landing at TPA, but had a dangerously low descent too far from the runway. Let's get more on this now. Fox 13's Evan Moon looked into it and joins us live from the airport. Evan, what can you tell us about this close call?
Hi, Chris. Yeah, I spoke to a former pilot who said this was a near catastrophe, a very close call. And it's not the first time this has happened for a Southwest flight. There have been a few flights just in the last couple of months that have been way too close to the ground for comfort. The FAA is looking into all of those flights, including this one here in Tampa.
And Southwest 425, low altitude alert, check your altitude. Tampa's altimeter 3014. 3014, thank you, Southwest 425.
What might sound like a calm interaction between a pilot and air traffic control.
And Southwest 425, you planning to go around?
Yeah, we are. We have to go Southwest 425.
Southwest 425, ready to cancel approach clearance.
Was an extremely close call on a Southwest Airlines flight on July 14th. During their descent, the plane got within 150 feet of the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Still 4 miles away from the actual runway, I'm told the plane should have been at least 1,000 feet up.
How they got to 150 feet with the number of warnings that are available on an aircraft is really, it's hard to believe.
Kent Davis was a pilot for more than 30 years and says it might have been pilot error.
They either started their descent at the wrong point and descended thinking that they were on the proper descent rate to the runway, or something may have malfunctioned.
Because of weather, pilots took an unusual route over the causeway.
It comes down to the pilots. And on any approach, especially in on-precision, in bad weather, which they were encountering at the time, it's imperative that they work together as a crew.
This is the third incident Southwest has had with dangerously low descents recently. One in Oklahoma in June and into LaGuardia in April. Both flights had to be diverted to other airports. Southwest issuing a statement saying in part, Southwest is following its robust safety management system and is in contact with the Federal Aviation Administration to understand and address any irregularities. Nothing is more important than the safety of our customers and employees. The FAA is investigating the incident in Tampa.
There's a problem. Now, is that problem, as I said earlier, a software problem? Or is that problem a crew training problem? Is it an experience problem? That's all what they're going to be looking at. And they got to do it quickly, because if you've got 3 with the same airline, you've got to address this quickly before you have a 4th, which could be catastrophic.
Now, as with all FAA investigations, there will be an initial report in a few months and a more detailed report finding in a few years. But as you heard from that former pilot there, it probably needs to happen quickly so that a more serious event doesn't take place. Chris?
Yeah, pretty chilling his take on it there, Evan. And you also have to wonder if anyone on board that flight realized why they were being diverted to Fort Lauderdale that night. A lot to look into. Evan Moon, live for us. Thanks, Evan.